Welcome back for another belting mooch. As you can see, we've got some water behind us. That's Derwentwater, and we're off on a kayaking trip this time. Should have done this a few weeks ago when the weather was better, but things kept postponing it. So we're going to head to Rampsholme Island and we're going to do a wild camp on there overnight, and then tomorrow we're going to spend probably most of the day, done it before, but exploring Derwentwater. With our Paul and Michelle. Just ahead there, that's the destination. Done St Herbert's Island before, and we have been on this island but we haven't wild camped it yet. So pretty loaded up, both of us. Plenty of food, plenty of drinks. Not been on this for a year, so it might be a bit wobbly to begin with. Well, as you can see, it's a beautiful monochrome, that. Punctuated by the bright orange of these kayaks. Paul and Michelle there just coming up behind me. Yeah, we've set off on a late one this time. It's gone 7 o'clock now, so we ain't got much light left to get onto here. So we're about halfway across. I'll pick it back up when we get a bit closer to the island. Just about there now. I'm going to get on this little bit of spit of land here. Nice and shallow here for getting out. Just keg it sideways. That's it. Paul's just about coming in. You can see how dark it is by that. So we've just about made it with about half an hour spare, haven't we? So that's us here. It's got this nice little spit of land that comes out here, which, if it stays dry, I think that's a bonny spot for be sitting out tonight in them chairs with a beer. Don't get much better than this. And then what we can do is, in these trees over here, hammock and tarp set up. So, this being the less popular of the islands that people camp on, probably got this to ourselves tonight. Given that it's a bank holiday Monday tomorrow for the Queen's funeral. Right, I think first job's get tarps up in it. After a late arrival, we're all set up. Paul and Michelle's over there. I've made it across with both pies intact. I'm gonna get my chair set up in a bit and have that. So we've got 2 pies, 2 pickled onion space raiders, and for tea tonight, beef medallion steaks and them sautéed potatoes again. Nice then. So you can't really make out much out there. He's brought the boats in there. It's gone, looks like it's going quite misty actually. I'll show you how Paul and Michelle set up. Right, so when they got here, tried, because they've got 2 hammocks and they want to get it on the same tarp, tried onto there and onto there, but these proved a little bit too springy when you get on the hammock. So we managed to relocate over here, which is a better setup anyway for them. Two hammocks under one tarp there. I had forecast rain for 8 o'clock, but that's passed. So we might be lucky on this one. Make up for that wet viaduct camp.
You can use this fire pit here?
We might as well, haven't we?
Yeah, just sit around this.
Yeah.
And then go.
Yeah, go and sit out there after. It looks like it's got a misty out there actually, so there's already a fire pit that's been used here. If we can get a little fire going in there after, that'll be belting.
Use my bag up against that tree as well.
Can you not use one that bases out at your seats out at
Kayak.
kayak? So right, I'll go and get my chair now. I'm having that pie. Drink wise, I've got 4 cans of Foster's and a pack of Heineken Zeros. Don't fancy being rough tomorrow kayaking, so take it easy. Collect some wood in a bit, innit? Get it? Yeah. There's not loads knocking about on here, is it? Because it gets picked.
Yeah.
Bit clean, but looks like there's quite a bit over there.
Spotted a big bit behind where we set that up.
Yeah, that's it. If we get a decent, good big piece in, we'll eat them, won't it? Bearing that, we've got that candle. Right, so I'm going to start off with a kind of Heineken Zero. Quarter to 11 now. Managed to get a nice little fire in there. It's not really warming us up, but it's cheering us up. Yeah. Yeah, just stay on here tomorrow and have a feast. If I'm doing any kayaking, just sit on here and eat. So get some food. None of us actually feel hungry. But I can guarantee once we've had these, we probably will want to start cooking the rest of the food.
Michelle's been up since 6 this morning, so she's going to have a quick sausage butty and bubbles. We might be up cooking.
Well, you might be up cooking.
Fish fingers, sauteed potatoes or whatever you brought.
Yeah, some beef medallion steaks. And you got fish fingers as well, fish fingers.
So you might be up on your own in the morning and we'll be in bed till dinner time. Whatever.
Well.
So we're going to have some sausage butties and see how it goes. See how hungry we feel after we've had them. And a little bit slow cooking on that fire, but sausage butties are ready. As I said, we were hungry to eat them sausage butties. So now we're having some fish finger butties. Just enough heat left in this fire for to cook these. And then there'll be time to get in the hammocks. Right, I just missed excitement of tonight. We found a newt was about that big. I picked it up on a stick. Got rescue it. They're done. Fish fingers are done. Now I vividly heard Michelle said she's not having any.
No, I'm not. No.
You know.
We've got 5.
Right. Besides the newts on here, we've got these War of the World spiders. There's everywhere. Absolutely. It shouldn't be called Rampsholme Island, it should be called Spider Island, this. On the back of your neck, on your hands. I'm not kidding, I've just seen a spider crawl through that fire and carry on walking. I was distracted by a fish finger butter, although as I recorded it. I might set the camera up on a time lapse and go and get another one. Kind of spider can crawl through a fire. Right, it's time to get in the hammock, I think. This place is just full of these weird spiders. So I'm going to cover myself up with that tonight. Good morning. It's a bit better today than it was yesterday. None of us are in a rush for to get off, so we're going to spend the rest of the day stock kayaks, because there have been people about early, but it's quiet for Derwentwater today, so we'll just have a nice peaceful kayak to some of these other islands, go and cook some food for our dinner. That was my camp for last night. Didn't get any rain, it was belting. And that's Derwentwater this morning. Nice and still. Sun's just trying to break out now. We've had a couple of kayakers, paddleboarders, wild swimmers about 7 o'clock this morning. See there, that sun's just trying to break out. And there's no wind either, which is going to be a bonus. So we're going to first head over here to St Herbert's Island, and then we'll have a quick mooch on Lord's Island here. Never sat out here last night, it was a bit chilly. Look at that for a shot. Okay, we're all packed away now. That was my camp last night. No trace, no letter. And that's where we sat out last night again. Not one trace of litter left. So we're all ready to leave. We're going to head back to the car, drop the weight out the kayak, and then just take a day bag with some food to cook and a flask of hot water for a brew. So that's our destination, just on the bank there where we set off. See you on the other side. Right, we're back out, a bit of a island hopping today. Going to cook some dinner while we're on one of the islands. Look how gorgeous this is. This is literally the last hour. The weather's improved so much. So we're going to head down this channel here, round the back of Lord's Island, and have a quick look on there. So we're just going round the back of Lord's Island now, and we're going to hop off and have a quick look round. That's it there, look at that sky. Just check that out there, a guy there with his dog sat on the front of the kayak. I've had a little bit of a change of plan. We're not going off on Lord's Island. We're going to go right over to the other side of Derwentwater and to an area we've not explored before. And then we're going to find somewhere to have our dinner. Look at that. It is absolutely gorgeous. Don't know if you're picking that up, but it's teeming with fish fry here. Yeah, I just seen one flip past then. What do you think they're them trout, Paul?
I can identify some as perch, some of the bigger ones.
Every time you turn to a new section of this, it just gets more and more gorgeous. Got Rampsholme there, that's where we was last night. St Herbert's Island, where we've camped before in the past. So we're going to head right to this shore, go along it, and possibly get on Scarf Stones, cook some food. Wow. This is just stunning today. So late in September. You wouldn't want it any warmer than it is now. So we're just going to stop here for a few minutes. Michelle stretches her back. Given the weather, I think we're going to spend more time on here today. Planned. Well, certainly as long as this weather holds. I've never seen Derwentwater looking as beautiful as this today. It's unbelievable. Right, let's get on this little rocky crop 5 minutes. Right, so this is just like a little rocky crop of land, really small. Doesn't mean I can give you a full 360. So we're just going to have a quick snack and a drink, and then we're going to head off onto that other shore on the other side, and then back across towards Scarf Stones, and then we'll get out and do a bit of cooking. Have a good half hour, 40 minutes, and then back home. Right, so we're back out on the water. I'll just point out a couple of the hills and mountains around here. So we've got Skiddaw, which is the centre of those three peaks. We've got Catbells, and over there, just over the top of St Herbert's Island, you've got Castle Crag. And we're going to head over to this far shore now. Couple of bays over there. There's Otterbeil Island we'll have a look at, and then onto Scarf Stones. So we've got a nice drift on here now, across here, so and do a little bit of footage. Even today there's quite a crowd there on St Herbert's Island. Got that nice monochrome looking thing again there, with these orange boats, orange kayaks. Right, it's just approaching Otterbeil Bay. Just out there on the water you can make out Otterbeil Island. Right, so we're going to follow the coast around the bay, because we haven't been here before. And you get a gorgeous view there, Catbells. I'll zoom in for you. Check this out. Some lucky person lives in that house and sees this every day. Very nice little bay that. Its own jetty and boat. Right, so we're going to head up to this shore temporarily, and then over onto this island. So we've got to one of the bays, I'm not too sure the name of this one. Over there the title of it, and we got a bit of cooking going on there, some black puddings, followed by some medallion steaks, beef medallion steaks with some sautéed potatoes. Okay, black puddings, coots and netting onto these beef medallion steaks with sautéed potatoes. Those steaks seemingly cooked nice now. Those potatoes into that frying pan, get them cooked off, add the steaks back to it, get them guzzled down. Steaks are cooked there and resting as I said. Potatoes stewing in the pan. Now you get them. Yeah, we've got a paraglider up there. I'm picking him up, yeah, just about. That's a nice bit of dinner, cooked on the shores of Derwentwater. Okay, so that's a nice dinner cooked on the shores of Derwentwater. Lovely as well. So we're going to start heading back now, just meandering around this coast and then scoot across. Probably have a look at the Scarf Stones while we're here. And then, unfortunately, fantastic day's got to come to an end. And that'll be it for this video. Itiwit Island, I've been to that before. And then scoot across to the shores of St Herbert's Island. Okay, so we're just at the side of Itiwit Island. A little tiny island this. So we're going to do a circle of this and then head off to St Herbert's Island before we have a collision. Bushyak. Get over there. See it before because of the distance, but we're going to head over to Scarf Stones. We've just come along the far side of Rampsholme and we've spotted it, so that's where we're going to head off now. You can probably just make it out as I spin the camera around. So we're going to head over to that, back over to Rampsholme, and then back onto the bay that we came in on. for today on this trip. A cracking wild camp on the Rampsholme. A cracking second day out on Derwentwater. The weather was fantastic. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time we're out for another belting mooch.